That's all my
I'm
my
not even a
stance is
collector, and is something that you dig enough, something that the investment makes you happy enough.
Oh yeah, I agree. I agree.
and knowing the market,
It's a
especially
subjective thing, for sure.
it's like I mean
For sure.
I like
Yeah,
it
I
too.
can get sharp-shaped objects for
It's even the
$10.
same color.
Yeah, the same, right? Same.
And we just lost a viewer and a guy that'll ever let us borrow his knives again.
Bye, Tim.
Love you. Bye bye.
Jonathan, Ben, and Chris are Two Knives Crew.
We're bankrupt.
What's up, crew fam? You got Chris.
Jonathan,
Ben.
We're all here. You can see we've kind of rearranged once again. I'm kind of digging this layout. We can actually look at each other and see each other, and we don't have to stare at the camera the whole time.
Yeah, sorry,
Jonathan
guys.
thinks he's going to disappear partway through this podcast. Little does he know, I always edit him out anyway.
that's why Ben's front and center.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously.
So, we're super excited for today's podcast. This is going to be an interesting one. I think it's going to bring up some interesting conversations. I think hopefully we can engage you guys to come out and kind of start commenting and tell us what you think. But we're going to tackle the world of high-end, expensive pocket knives, right?
Yeah.
So,
Ish.
do you carry them? Are they safe queens? Do you collect them?
Do they even matter?
Do they matter? Are they relevant? Are they? Jonathan looks very perplexed right now.
I know Ben's stance.
Jonathan, whenever he heard this topic, felt like he was 100% called out. So
A little bit.
Felt a little attacked.
But then by the borrowed knives, I realized that I'm not in that same.
We did get a handful of knives from our buddy Tim, and
Thank you, Tim.
I think he put Jonathan in his place on an actual class status.
It's
on,
fine.
What's out there and what's available.
All I'm gonna
So
say is I still have my toy car.
you do, and I saw a very empty driveway picture from him on Facebook about that. So
But he's got some really cool shiny stabby things.
he does, and he has some cool watches too.
Yes.
So, which apparently he's a watch guy now. So
Slippery
no.
slope there.
sorry, Tim. So I'm
really sure his wife doesn't watch.
congratulations, Isaac. So we'll just say that. So, yeah. So we'll go through a few things first. So show topics out of the way. Now we got to do a little thank you and a little love here for our friends at Giant Mouse.
Yep.
So those that don't know or haven't seen anything posted yet, but this will be the official on the first podcast. We are
Shout
now
out to-
affiliates with Giant Mouse Knives.
Yeah.
Our friends up in Lansing, Michigan. Awesome guys, make some great tools and great knives. They sent us a few things to kind of take a look at and to play with. And Isaac also chucked a couple of them our way so that we'd have a little more to kind of mess
Comparison
around
and-
with
yep.
and compare and contrast. But
And I know we say it all the time, but again, everyone at the blade shows we've been to has been awesome.
Yeah.
But Giant Mouse
yeah,
fits right in there, and the guys were. It wasn't fluff. He said,
Yeah.
"Yeah, dude, get a hold of me. Send
Yeah.
me some of your stuff.
Exactly.
Dude, watch the podcast." He had nice things to say, and a week freaking later, we had knives to play with.
Yeah.
Like it
Yeah.
was,
like straight up legit, just
no fluff. Just
came with the honesty. I told him what we were about and what we do and how we do everything from an enthusiast point versus, a lot of these guys, when they start doing podcasts and talking, then it's like the minutia of actually making and materials and all this, where the casual enthusiast is like, good night.
Yeah.
Like, I'm done with this, right?
Ben
But
could watch that.
I can watch it too, but we're not.
yeah,
we're
but I
not
mean,
just
that's not
casual
what we do.
enthusiasts. So
We'll tell you enough apart.
but yeah, we'll kind of point out some of the stuff they did us. We're going to do some reviews on what we have going on and coming in. Nice. But here are the Giant Mouse that they gave us. And let's start at this bottom one.
This one's from Isaac.
That's from Isaac. That's the Jutland. And that's in Hunter Orange G10. And I want to say right off the bat that is... I really like that.
More than
No
I thought.
idea why.
It
could be the
it's orange. It's orange, which doesn't hurt. But that G10 feels expensive.
Well, you've got your nice liners.
Uh-huh.
It's got a grain to it almost, like wood pattern.
It's super grippy.
It does.
I told you guys this one gave me a little bit of a Benchmade tagged out.
Yeah.
But
Heavier though,
Heavier, a little bigger.
in a good way, I think.
Yeah, no, really. I liked my tagged out while I had it, especially the mini. But man,
Good
yeah,
knife.
this
Real
is
good
It
cool.
almost feels like a modernized Crooked River.
Yeah,
A little bit. Yeah, again that swoopy
Mhm.
drop point. That's cool. I liked it more than I thought I would. Now
Yeah.
these are non-US made.
Yep.
What blades? This one's an LMAX, so I mean
LMAX,
you're getting a really nice premium blade steel. What's the price point?
This one was $215.
$215 on that guy.
LMAX, yeah. So
Very cool.
I like.
Very cool. Like how they crowned the back spacer and the spine.
I do also want to say that I think Giant Mouse does one of the best jobs of crowning the spine of their blades
Feels
out
good.
there.
Where
Like,
you're
it
not going to
feels
cut yourself
good.
on the
Like
edge
it's
of the
so
blade stock.
contoured and feels so good. I think they just do a phenomenal job with that, and they do that across the board on all their knives.
I was also not the biggest fan on these guys. I love the reversible.
Yeah,
I thought this looked like a cheap rivet.
Yeah, it's
The
not.
more
Yeah.
I've gotten
yeah.
in hand, it's flat. It doesn't
And,
create
I
any
mean-
hot spots. And the spring steel it just
Those
freaking works.
Wire clips just work
Well,
like
like
Spyderco.
Spyderco or Ulticlip stuff,
Yeah,
which
exactly.
I'm
Yeah.
big fan.
Yeah.
And truthfully, for a bigger knife, it's not. I'd carry that.
No.
Fits in hand well. Good jimping.
Yeah.
Cool look. Yeah, that's a good one.
I think it's a good one. And then the next up from that, the Iona, which they've just released another version of this one that came out that was a little bit of it had a different blade on it. It was almost kind of a Warren Cliffy looking one. They,
Huh.
Kind of, it's called like the Sailor version or the Sea version that they just put back out. But one thing I will point out on this one is that I love the canvas micarta that Giant Mouse uses on their stuff. It
Actually
always
feels like a
full grain
marker.
and
feels
good
good.
grip.
Actually feels like it. I mean, to give you an idea, which I mean, this will kind of change pocket checks in a minute, but I threw my Vero in, and this is actually micarta, black micarta scales on here. But this feels like plastic compared to like this,
The burlap.
which is you get that burlap feel, and it actually feels and has texture to it, which I really like. And the Iona is a great blade shape. It's a great the handle shape, everything. Yeah, just a good knife all around. And I mean, $195.
Okay.
So
Love where they place the jimping.
Mhm.
They
Like,
do a good job on
yeah.
that.
yeah, they didn't jimp forever, but
it
got it where you want
Where
it.
they got it, they
Is
got it in
right.
the right place.
And I mean, aesthetically, I actually like the look of that more than I think I would like jimping the whole way.
Sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
looks thought out. It looks
does.
planned.
Exactly.
a little refined.
Yeah.
Very
I
nice.
don't know.
It's
I
definitely a
gotten to play with this.
refinement on something that
Lighter
is,
than I was
mean,
expecting, too.
Yeah.
It's a work knife for sure.
Yeah.
Great action. Thumb studs
Little
were
smaller.
great.
Yeah.
Those
are
nice thick belly going down it. It's just good all around knife.
good acoustics. I like
Yeah.
the detent click.
Yeah.
No, that's good. Plus, like everything else with micarta, a little bit of oil, a little bit of wear,
Yep.
and she starts to look
Yeah,
like
throw-
yours.
Very bespoke.
As you get to it, throw some wicked wax on it, let it age.
I like that you're
I will
not
say
reaching.
wicked wax is my new friend. That's
Is
like
it?
one of the greatest things ever made, I think. We'll get into that at some
Oh, you've been
point.
converted.
Credit
I
where
have.
credit's
Holy cow.
due. I like how they're doing their liner. It's
Yeah.
it's just raised enough
Mhm.
that I don't feel like I have to reach down there to get this stupid thing.
It's subtle.
But it's
But
good
it's-
grip on it. Yeah, I like that.
It's good.
It's well
subtle.
done. Not my favorite overall blade shape,
Sure.
but I could absolutely understand the useful. Now,
Oh,
this
wow.
is the one I specifically
Getting
asked for.
into the knives that Giant Mouse sent us personally, Colin over there that we've been working with sent us a few things. Now this is the Rio. Now Isaac's had the Rio in store, but he's always had like the canvas micarta kind and the G10 and things like that. This is the full titanium version. And the full titanium version is actually pretty damn spectacular. I know Isaac and Jaden both were super thrilled with this one. They
I like
were
the dimpling.
like Jaden, who is like he's like an MSI, like he carries big, chunky work knives from working out, doing stuff in the field and pipeline and all that. And he's like, dude, I would totally carry this. He's like, this feels like a substantial, but it's still slim, fits in the pocket, kind of has that Avalon shape to
a
it.
little bit.
Not quite as
And-
long, obviously, but
The thing is,
You mean
with a
Acer
good
shape?
Yeah,
Yeah,
possibly a
ish.
little bit. Yeah,
It's thin enough that this could be a gentleman carry.
yeah,
A good frame lock.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
this is the one I specifically asked for when he
Yeah.
told us, "Hey, give me a list of knives," and I really appreciate him sending it. I was not disappointed by it.
Yeah.
I almost expected some kind of texturing to the backspacer,
Yeah.
and at first, I was a little disappointed it didn't have it. But the more I've played with it,
Yeah.
it matches the back, it matches the lines.
Yeah.
It works real well with the knife.
Yeah.
I really like this one. Price point on these?
This one was. Yep.
Yep,
Give me just a second. I can tell you.
you're good.
I think it was $235.
I do that.
For a titanium, and we're in Magna Cut on this guy, right?
Yep. Magna cut on that one.
Not bad.
No.
I don't know what hardness they're reaching, but honestly, I don't think they've really been known to have any problems getting up to a good
No.
heat treat.
Pivot looks nice.
The only thing I've ever seen them recall, they recalled the GM12, but it was for a button issue,
And they took care of that.
and they took care of it quick,
Without-
and they were great with it. So.
Yeah, and they didn't beat around the bush. They didn't try and hide it. They just
Nope.
said, "Hey guys, there's been a few that have this issue. Send them to us. We'll get you square."
Oh, Giant Mouse has got the dive watch and knife box set on their
Oh.
site again.
There you go. Yeah, I dig that.
Me too.
I dig that.
I just
What's that looking? Oh, price.
All right.
Price.
and really Spidey flick,
It's a bleaker. I don't want a bleaker.
thumb roll, easy.
Yeah.
Great
Good.
lockup. Really, it takes
An unnecessary amount of force
yeah,
to
no,
get that
the
detail
detent's
to come
good.
off.
So it's $295.
$295.
Yeah. So under
But
three.
titanium. And who's
And-
doing their OEM?
And if you want that one, you can go to their website. You type in the crew in all capital letters and the discount code, you get 15% off. So
And
it
that-
would be
Ooh.
$250.75.
And that works on
That works
any
on
knives.
so that works on just what,
Ace line, not
like-
GM stuff.
I don't think the GM stuff works on that. It might with the GM13. I know there are a few items that don't qualify for that 15% off. So it's just
Okay.
on stuff that is qualifying purchases. But yeah, I mean, for $250, that's a steal, I think. So Magna Cut.
Well, and you're going to
Titanium.
throw out another one that's similar profile and length and size,
Yeah,
like a bug out.
exactly. You know. So the last knife they sent us, though, you want to talk about? We're gonna turn a corner, is what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
So Ben, if you want to get that thing out there, so the GM13.
I like.
I remember when this was coming out because the 14 came out this year. This is from last year's batch. I remember it coming out, and they did like a full zirconium handled version. And this one is the titanium with brass. I saw it coming. I was kind of like, oh yeah, I actually kind of like that because it falls in the weird, not weird enough that it falls for me kind of line.
Yeah.
But then whenever the total package came out, I was kind of like, I don't know. Now that I've had it in hand, it's a weird one for me. And here's why, at least on my opinion. It's obviously like a very aggressive hawkbill with like kind of a recurve going into it. And then it gets that fat belly on the end.
You get like a bird of prey talon
Yeah,
vibe
yeah.
from
So-
the blade.
It's a crossbar lock, which typically is a bit
Also.
of a strike for me. It's small, which is a lot of times
A
more
strike
of a
for
strike
you.
for me. But I got it in hand and I got to messing with it and I was like, I like this. I don't know why, but I like it.
That's fair. It's for me, build quality is there.
Yeah.
Love the subtle contrast on color, which may be hard to pick up. But we got the brass backspacer and the brass crossbar.
Here, get up underneath there a little bit. I can.
Yep.
We can get in there. We can get in there. You may have to put your hand behind it.
There we go.
Yeah. Dude, it screams quality. It screams a GM line knife.
Yeah.
100%.
There we go.
And I would argue to say it's one of the better crossbars I've ever felt.
I just
Smooth.
scare myself with the droppy drop.
Yeah.
And it's actually, I mean, for its size, it's got a chunk of blade stock.
Mm-hmm.
And again, as you said, no sharp edges on.
Yeah, that crowning is great. I mean, dude, if you needed something in your pocket that you were going to rip boxes open all day, that might be like the best thing ever.
Might be.
They did well on it.
I mean,
I wouldn't own it because it's not me in
Sure.
any way, shape, or form.
No, it's not
This
your
is not a
style.
dig on them.
and I get
And
that.
I know you told GM
Yeah.
when we started this, there's nothing I can nitpick other than it's a miss on design for my
you.
taste.
Yeah, I get that.
It's not a miss on the
Yeah.
knife, but when you talk to him,
Hmm?
he said we don't make knives for everybody.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
exactly.
And I respect that
Yeah.
wholeheartedly. I think it's cool. I think it's well executed. It's just not me.
Right.
Which, so what?
Just
There's a
doesn't
bunch of
check
knives
enough
out there.
boxes off for you. I mean,
I'm kind of into the odd enough blade shapes that this actually does something for me.
That
right?
that
That's
doesn't
the way
surprise
I
me
am
in the
too,
least.
a little bit now that I have it in my hands and I've messed with it, and I'm kind of like, I mean, if you're gonna rip open boxes or maybe throats, you're right there with that.
If there was a GM 13 XL, you'd be on.
Exactly. Yeah, just make it a little bigger. Make it a little bigger. I'd be all for it. But
Doesn't change that it's freaking cool and it's very different than anything else
yeah,
I'd pick up otherwise to play with.
and we will definitely throw in the links on here so that you can go. I have a full link that'll connect you to the website that just gives you all the pricing with 15% off of what you can get 15% off. And then also if you go and you're messing around on Giant Mouse's page and you go to checkout and doesn't show the 15% off if you put the crew, all capital letters, one word, in the discount code, it'll save you 15%.
Which is pretty freaking
How
cool.
about
Which is pretty
that?
awesome. And it gives the show a little bit of money in our pocket, helps us out. We super appreciate you guys helping out, supporting the show. And thanks to Giant Mouse for jumping in the ring and helping to try and support the show also. Can't wait to see them in Atlanta here in a few weeks. If you need a Giant Mouse, guys, go out and snag one.
Play with them. And we'll get these two back to Isaac ASAP. So if you like either,
Maybe. He doesn't
maybe
care for that.
Ben or Chris may end up with an
he
orange one.
he all but like threw them at me as I was walking out the door. It was like, take these.
Cool of them. So we had
we
more
had more than just a couple things to show, and
And I know, I mean, he lent us
Yeah.
the box set
Yeah.
of the dive knife,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is freaking cool too.
I kind of gushed over that thing, but
Little bit.
it was
Yeah,
it
you
was
were-
worth it. It was good.
You were a little
It was good.
enthused.
There's been. I'm hoping I push some people towards Isaac that actually are going to go buy it.
That'd be
So,
cool.
We'll see.
It's just neat. And
It's pretty sweet.
Again, we're talking high end.
It is. And doing the deep dive on the watch stuff is pretty interesting too. So, it's a whole
Scary.
nother sector. I'm scared for the Seiko line that he's got coming in at Springfield EDC.
OEM on these guys. Some in Italy.
Yeah,
Some of
I
it
think most
Best
of those were
Tech?
Italy. I think those were Italy.
Okay.
So,
I know they use
yeah,
a little bit of both.
Jasper uses a lot out of Italy, so
Okay.
that may be where that came from.
Okay.
But yeah, Locksmiths. Good stuff. So can't argue with it.
No.
I've always been, kind of a fan of Giant Mouse. It's just
You've owned
never
more than
always like
Ben and I put
kinda
together.
comes back and forth.
Yeah.
And
Yours
does
didn't
those
make it
things.
here.
So no, mine's in the case, but
We've seen it.
yeah, I've
That's
carried it
that's
lot.
still a freaking
it's still
cool
it's still
one.
one of my favorite ones.
That pattern, that
I
orange.
I fight whether the GM12 or that one's been my favorite. The GM12 was a good knife,
It was a super cool knife.
but I
But-
like the Grand with the Oxio stuff. Just hits all the check marks for me. So
And it's orange,
yeah, it's orange.
partially.
It's orange. Feels good in the hand,
And it was half the price.
and it's a nice big chunk of a knife. So can't really argue with that. But yeah,
Sorry, I'm gonna keep playing with
okay,
this
you
one.
keep playing with that one. I'm gonna put these back
Go
up here
ahead.
for right now. Try not to stab myself while I'm doing it. All these Tyler Denny knives sitting up here.
Glowing.
Glowing. It does. Look at that sucker glow.
That's
right
nice.
there, both those. So, but on to other news too. More excitement, right? So
Sure.
we finally get to give this damn Civivi away, right?
Thank you, guys.
Civivi is
We hit it.
finally going away.
We
So
hit our benchmark.
We're actually over on both. We're over on Instagram by quite a bit.
We're not complaining. Appreciate that.
We're over a little bit on YouTube. So your job's not done. You still got to suggest us, and you still got to get all your friends to go out and get us and do stuff. But I'll throw that out there. We got the Civivi Baby Banter 2. This is the milled green. And then it's also got the inlaid red G10 handle, satin finish, 14C28N blade. It's got the toothpick, which is like a mini spear. And then it's got the tweezers on the other side.
That's all anyone ever needed.
Retail wise, I got
that
this
like
in
60
because
or-
we did a review. The receipt's in here. Springfield EDC.
60 or $70.
$64.87, so $65. We want to give this thing away to one of you guys, so we are going to post a link. I shouldn't say a link. There'll be a picture of this knife with all of us, probably looking somewhat like this in this configuration, that we'll post on Instagram. It'll go on Instagram, which means it'll feed to our Facebook. It'll do all that. You got to go and like that. I'd like for you to be able to verify. So like we'll have everybody like that. We'll do a drawing out of that list of names. And then once we have that drawing, we'll just need you to DM us showing us that you do follow us on Facebook or on Instagram, and follow us on YouTube. And we'll either ship it out to you or we'll come meet you and give it to you. So that'd be the preferable thing. We'd like to come meet you guys and hang out and come up to Springfield EDC. We can bullshit a little bit and you can get a knife for nothing. So, yeah.
Having to talk to us.
Yeah, it might be punishment. I don't know,
That could be.
So, but yeah, we're super excited about that. Thank you all for the support. Thank you for showing us love. It's taken a little time. I think we're 5-6 months into this of trying to get this thing given away. And, we know it's a grind. So, we're hoping it just keeps going up from here.
It's been a fun grind.
It has been a fun grind.
Fun ride.
Most grinding's fun. Wait, what were we talking about again?
Moving on to pocket checks.
I totally lost what I was trying to say.
Oh,
All right, pocket check. I can go first.
Yeah.
How's that?
We already know one of the
Just-
things in
you
your
do know one of the
pocket.
things. I do have my. I haven't actually broken this out in quite a while.
I saw your post earlier today, and I was going to comment that it's been a minute.
Yeah, the Vero and ProTech
Collab.
Snaps. Still love this thing. Might try and upgrade it to a different color one maybe at some point, but it's kind of hard to go with that one. It's a good one.
Yep.
So, yeah, same old pen,
Same
yeah,
old
same
Ben.
old.
same old,
Ben.
same old Ben,
Yep.
That's me.
Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben dies. We can't really use that as a.
No.
So, but
No,
I
it's
did.
the rice
we did.
mascot.
We do have this though to throw in there.
Look at that in this
Oh.
shit.
So all of you know that we have an obsession with Tyler Denny and his knives, but
No, just Ty, not his knives.
Yeah, just with Ty.
He's okay.
We love Ty. Ty's a good dude. This is the initiate from Tyler Denny Knives. So it is Brittany Blue. It's Brittany bitch. So very much like The Apprentice, which, I've got several of The Apprentices. I'll kind of chuck one over here in the background. You can see. This one obviously has a ring on the back though. So,
Yeah. I'm actually a little surprised you haven't gone ahead and swapped your Dayglow onto that yet.
I kind of like the Brittany Blue.
Yeah, put the Brittany Blue on the block.
And I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there, Ty. I know you don't want to hear this, but the Initiate's the best version of The Apprentice. It's freaking awesome.
Because we like to fidget.
It's fidgetable, but it's also like,
It
like,
gives you that
dude,
little-
like it's in my pocket. I just get my finger, bloop, and pop it out, and it's ready to go.
Yeah, look, there's even.
You just, for lack of a better term, you just got to finger the hole and you get it out. So,
I was going to go a different direction. We liked it, so we put a ring on it, but it's fine.
there's that too. Not, but Ben's the nice guy out of us. So, but yeah, that's it today.
Love it.
Dude, I'm so
Tickled.
I shouldn't say impressed because I know Ty makes good stuff.
Yeah.
And that one's actually, I was told by Ty himself that one's a little thinner than most of them that are out there because apparently it It got heat
Double
treated.
treated.
Had to get heat treated. Then he had to regrind it because something, I don't know what happened. And then he had to heat treat it again.
Making his life hard.
I said, "Oh, that was fun." He was like, "No, it was really shitty." It was exactly what he said. So yeah,
yeah, we know. It was sarcasm, man.
So yeah, no, but yeah, it's
That's cool.
dude, it's really good. It's really, really good.
Gonna do the thing. Gonna do the thing.
Yeah.
Just don't stab yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
No band-aids.
No. Yeah.
And the good thing is whenever you do, if you get your hands on an initiate, the Kydex sheath fits tight enough that you can practice with the Kydex sheath on there and you're good. So
It does need a ulti clip.
It does. I've got to get some more. I'd probably just wait till Atlanta.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll pick up a couple.
So, but yeah, no, I this thing
Really appreciate.
is-
I got
it's
mine
freaking cool.
too. I just didn't because I knew
The
he was
bad part
carrying.
was if this hadn't been, if he hadn't handed me this, I might have had a freaking orange camo, another apprentice.
Which is not what you need.
And I was like, I don't need three. I don't need three. And I still ended up with three, but at least this one's a little different.
Slightly.
So
Brittany.
can't argue with that. So who wants to go next?
Ben's in the middle, might as well.
Here we go. Good old Olight for flashlights. Always handy. Coming out in more colors, and I like that. Or they've just been around, and I haven't seen them.
But
No,
green
they
is
make-
your color, sir.
Green is my
Yeah,
thing.
it's pretty funny with that green one, and then I think the blue one was
Yeah.
the last one you bought. And I was like, I walked in one day at EDC, and I was like, well, I was gonna come look at the Olights, but it looks like you sold them all. And Isaac was like, yeah, to Ben.
Why get salty about it? Come on.
A buck's a buck.
Here's what I've been
Yeah,
enthused
this
about.
thing.
recently. Of course, when I heard it was fast when Chris turned me onto the fact that Isaac had a couple of the new Thai Slim, oh my gosh, porcupines
Yep.
in stock. Snagged that and love, very much love. This thing, especially if you're wearing thin fabrics, you're into scrubs, and you have a fifth pocket. This thing enables fifth pocket carry in a way that makes it much easier to carry all the other gear I have for work. It's very handy, especially if I'm in an inclement environment, say a ward full of inpatient psychiatric patients. So I don't want to know that I'm carrying anything that's sharp at all. For all those reasons, yeah, very nice to have. And oh my goodness.
And
the
it came
slimness.
distressed, right? Like that was their black distressed
I don't even think it came that distressed. I think that's just become
because
distressed.
you've actually carried it. Okay.
Yeah.
Apologies. Was not trying to draw attention to
It's
that.
No, yeah.
really good.
I had
Like
the
everything
colors.
about it.
And of course, the big worry for me when something's this slim is, oh my gosh, that's going to feel like it's cutting into your hand.
Yeah.
They've done a nice enough job with all these edges that it feels
Good jimping.
beautiful.
Well,
Better than the original Penguin, in my humble
and
opinion.
I think the other
Porcupine.
difference too is
Porcupine.
the other difference too is to me is like, yeah, you feel like it's going to have hot spots and everything else, but they made it wide enough this way
Yeah.
Yeah.
that it's like substantial in your hand.
I mean, to give you guys any kind of.
Yeah. There's a comparison. What you got here for compare it
have-
to something?
Well, here's my Rask,
Yeah.
which is
thinner.
known as a very thin knife, and it's thinner.
Yeah. Not even close.
I don't know.
That's kind of crazy.
Not bad.
My big thing on thin knives is,
Yeah. There's no.
it's titanium, right? But it's just inherently you get something this thin, and you think, oh, dude, it's going to be fragile.
Because
It's
you're
gonna...
used to grabbing a bug out that's that thin.
I don't have a single bug out, A, that's this thin, or B, that didn't have at least carbon fiber.
Oh, might have to
sir.
talk about this too. Something this slim that also has some of the
Top
newer
liner lock.
locking, top liner lock,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and executes it pretty well.
activated, Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It's so good.
It's doable. It's doable to make a nice slim thing with the most modern of locks in it. Oh, I like it.
It's so good. If Isaac gets in more of those, like the more raw ones with the
stone
green,
washed or what-
yeah,
or the-
that's
With the green accent.
a good one.
Yeah, we were talking about this a second ago. It was painful for me to choose which one. The
Yeah.
brown finish on there, the copper, they call it, is my jam. But oh
Yeah.
my goodness, the greens and the
Well, when we were
grays.
at Atlanta, or excuse me, Texas,
Yeah, the
they had
raccoon.
the TI Slim Raccoon that
Yeah.
I fell in love, but they were all gone.
Yeah.
Especially that like rocked topo.
Mhm.
That was neat.
Well, like they did the right size choil, they did the right size like jimping, they did larger jimping back here, they did finer jimping up here.
And price point, you're getting all these premium features. And what blade steel are S35?
All this milled I think it's 14, isn't it? Oh, it's 154 CM.
CM. Okay. Good.
So 154 CM. You got this
Titanium.
titanium milled halfway back
At $150.
at 149.99. Hard to argue with that.
That's cool. Easy to carry in dang near any situation you want.
I like how they added the rings, like for color. 'Cause
Yep.
That's where they get the
Contrast
green
there.
from on the other one. So yeah, it's a
That's
good one.
great.
I like it. Good carry. You got any more? You got something else in your pocket there?
Oh, I
Just
brought
for
these.
later?
This is just for later.
That's for later.
Yeah,
that's
that's
for his
not
high
ri-
end. That's his high end carry.
Yeah. Don't
That's
talk
his high
down.
end carry is what that is.
I got surprises here.
Yeah. So yeah. So Jonathan.
Arc Pro Ultra, just because. It's
Gotta
been
have a
with me.
laser.
Gotta have a laser to entertain myself and or the children or the cat dog.
The dog.
And it's
was
funny that you've been
hilarious last night.
mentioning fifth pocket carry. I don't always get to carry this little guy because it slides out of my scrub pockets.
And by fifth pocket, Jonathan's carrying this in his prison purse.
Yes. It's the tiny zippered fifth pocket I actually
If you
have
play
in the
hockey,
shorts.
it's the 6-hole.
Ooh.
Killing me.
I'm going on. My little ABW slip joint.
I love these things.
And again, I mean, US made, Magna Cut.
I keep
It's
waiting for him
tiny.
to drop all the G10 versions. I want to get my hands on one. I like the titanium, but
We got to play with the
Yeah,
G10 ones
they were
there, and they
cool.
were neat.
Very cool.
I mean, stupid easy to sharpen if you need it. It's not that I wish it had a pocket clip. It doesn't really need it for what I do with it.
it'd be cool if it did, though.
It'd be kind of cool. Otherwise, it's always a fifth pocket carry for
Yeah.
me because it slides out of everything else. But I mean, the texture, and we handled all of them there
Yeah.
at EDC when he had them.
Yep.
And none of them sucked.
No,
Like,
they were all good.
and they all look cool
Yeah.
in photos. I just gravitated towards this one
Yeah.
because it felt the right.
The straight lines, like the almost like PDW looking lines, were great. The 45 mil lines were great. Diamond was great. Grenade was great. Like
Yeah,
it
fragged.
all just
They all worked. It wouldn't suck to own
it
any
was
of them.
really just a matter of whatever one you picked up that you were like, oh, that's the one.
That's the one. And
So-
that just happened to be the one.
Yeah, cool.
So, typical me. Pretty light carry.
That's all you're carrying right now.
That's all I got.
Okay. Fair
Not
enough. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, so on to the main topic. Like expensive carry, all the dollar signs. That's the way we all roll, right? We roll hard, right?
Sure.
I think out of all of us, like if I'm being honest, Jonathan probably has the most expensive collection. As far as like if you went, we're talking MSRP here.
Probably.
Like MSRP, nothing, like no frills. If you know, we buy a lot secondary. We do a lot trades, friends,
Yeah.
back and forth. So obviously, when we roll into this, we'll throw the caveats out now. We're talking MSRP pricing.
Sure.
We're talking like if you were to buy them directly from like retail, whatever.
Yeah.
And obviously, retail MSRP, most of the time you're not even paying that. You're
No.
paying MAP pricing, which is like the manufacturer advertised price. So that's like the lowest price that
That it
they
can
will
be sold.
allow for other people to advertise
Advertise.
that they're selling for.
Yep.
And the idea behind that is it doesn't start like this competition. So like
Undercutting by $2.
so
and
we'll talk
$2
about
and
like for instance like we had an incident recently at Shields, and Shields isn't going to care because they don't care.
Yep.
So Shields, huge outdoor store, basically fighting with competition space like Bass Pro, Cabela's.
super nice place.
We know Microtech has recently taken an uptick in their charges for everything, and pretty big one across the board, like 25 to 32%, something like that across the
Something
board.
silly, yeah.
Their kitchen knives, which Jonathan was going after.
I was eyeballing before the price
We
hike.
walked into Shields on the way to Fort Worth for Blade Show, and they had all the old pricing on all their kitchen knives for the Microtech stuff. So I was like, dude, I was like, it's like if you're gonna do it, now's the time. And to turn out even more, he got an even better deal, which was a long story. But that's the reason why they do that, though, is that because like somebody like Shields will come in and I'll buy 100,000 units. And then somebody like Isaac at Springfield EDC is like, I need 10. And the guys at Shields are like, okay, we're going to sell ours for $70 less than what Isaac's selling it for because we have 100,000 units. And
They can make up the quantity.
They can make it up quantity the difference. And then Isaac's sitting there with 10 and everybody's like, go to Shields, it's cheaper. So the map pricing happens for a reason. And that's why.
I get it.
And it makes sense. So we're actually talking MSRP, which is always kind of like the manufacturer is like, this is what we should charge.
Right.
Like, sure,
Like a
buddy.
bug out.
Sure, buddy. Calm down. Like, here's like, yeah. And that's the other part of that is like most companies, ProTech, Microtech, all those guys are like, well, this is what we should charge for, but this is what we charge. And then ProTech's kind of like, hold my beer. I'm going to actually charge that.
And then I'll
kidding.
cut you another $10 off.
They have map pricing also, but then you got to buy the upgraded scales, as Ben pointed out in one of his shorts. If you haven't watched that, you should go find it. So, anyway, we kind of tried to break this up in prices a little bit. I don't know how much it's going to run that way, because expensive knives is
relative.
It's a relative statement. It's very subjective.
Right.
A couple years ago, what did we say is expensive?
Right. We were talking before we started shooting that, 2-3 years ago,
yeah.
$250 knife was, dude, why would I ever have one of those?
I'm happy with my Walmart Ozark Trails.
That's an Ozark Grail.
Ozark Grails, yes, thank you. I don't need any $200 knives. That's just for those howdy towdies.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean,
No, I was sharing it a second ago. That was totally my mindset. Why on earth would you buy a cutting tool for more than $50-$60, said I, maybe 4 years ago?
I had buyer's remorse on a leak that went on sale.
Right.
And like I had spent $78 on that leak and it was on sale for $59. Why?
Yeah.
I'm a man. I got my fast back. I'm happy. Got everything I need right there.
I think the first expensive knife I bought was that LUDT.
Yeah.
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 And then
you showed it to me at one of the nights at quarter 21.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was just a plain Jane, like LUDT Tonto blade. Which,
black.
Yeah, stonewashed. It might have been apocalyptic.
Not a bit. I don't even remember.
It's a Gen 3
one.
though.
You don't even have that knife anymore.
Nope, I sold it.
I was going to grab that Mordax. She showed me that one time they handled it, and you handle something in that range for the first time after living in the Walmart aisles for a while. And,
Right.
I guess.
Oh my!
Was the Mordax your first
The first,
expensive knife?
probably. Yeah. Yeah.
And
No,
he
everything
overbill
else.
on it.
He did.
Yeah.
I knew a guy.
But I mean, yeah, that was.
Yeah. No, that was the first kind of breach into the world of something that's built a little bit better, a little bit different.
Sure.
And it's intoxicating.
It is.
And it's easy to feel the difference.
It snowballs.
It does.
But what I mean, obviously
dangerous.
we can put prices on that, but is it worth $100? Is it worth $1,000? Is it worth $6,000?
Is it worth multiples of grands? Yeah, that's where we're going to get into the minutia on this a little bit. But I think you also see the difference in companies as you're going up. I mean, Ozark Trails, like it's nameless, faceless, made in China.
You can get something that's
Whatever.
sharp-shaped, knife-shaped.
I just recently watched, and it never really like dawned on me, but like when we were in Atlanta last year and we got the shirts from ProTech, they were like, it's not what it said. It's like, it's not one thing, it's everything.
Yeah.
So like that quote actually came from Dave, and Dave had like got asked the question during an interview and was
What makes yours?
what is the one thing about ProTech that makes it a ProTech? And he's like, oh, it's not one thing, it's everything. And I think that dedication, you see it across all these, like whether it's somebody as large as ProTech or somebody like a small batch maker like Travis or like, McNeese or Cody Usler or one of those guys. It's like all these little things add up to this thing as a whole that make it worthwhile.
Make it not even the same universe.
And I mean,
that's
exactly.
cheap compared to
Grimsmo.
a lot of things.
Right.
I mean, that's a $1,000 MSRP knife, give or take.
Yeah, a little more.
This one wasn't. It was sub $1,000 by like 5.
I bet
when it came out.
Today's prices, it won't
No,
be.
anymore
It'd
it's
be closer to
not.
Probably 11. 12.
Yeah, it's around that 11 mark.
Yeah.
That's another thing. I love the attention to detail. I know I'm a sucker for U.S. made. We'll just say North American made at this point.
Sure, North American made.
But they've got the flipping archive, so I can find my old. They're up into the 4,000s in the rasks now. This is number
They're up in the
714.
7,000s on the Norseman.
Norseman. Yep. So I mean, I can go back and find this and find that it's sold from them for $9.95 or something like that.
Yeah.
No, it's not what I paid, but we're not worried about that currently.
Right.
And I'm absolutely enamored with this thing. The
I've,
attention to detail I love.
for it being one of your like quote unquote more expensive MSRP knives, I've seen you carry that way more than just about anything.
Yeah,
It's a good knife.
it's been in the pocket more, and maybe it's because
And
I got a good deal
that's
on it
been
that I
one
feel
that you have been chasing
it is
for a while.
This has been
And I
in
think-
this configuration even.
And I think that's one of the things we have to talk about whenever we talk about buying expensive knives. Like some of it is the chase, right?
Yeah, the hunt's
So,
fun.
I came from the shoe world, you know, and it's kind of the same thing there. There's grails and shoes and things that you're like, I have to have this. And of course,
Anything collectible.
they go to drop it on a website somewhere for whoever's doing the actual release. And of course, there's 9 million bots that are like, we took it all. And I'm sure the same thing happens in the knife world.
It's got to.
But like that, the chase of like, oh, I want this, I want this, I want this. But I know in the shoe world, and I've seen it some in the knife world lately, that kind of like, I'll go ahead and say it pisses me off.
Well, the Strider.
Is like the Strider, the Desert Warrior Strider that just hit. Like I know that guy just got that knife probably yesterday, and it's posted on Blade Bench for like a $400 upcharge. And he's like,
it's not even a knife you wanted.
he's like, it's catch and release, the next person that says catch and release to me, I want to be like, I want to put extra holes in you, because
with that catch and release
you
knife.
are an asshole,
You're
and you're
just a
driving me nuts. And
parasite.
the reason why I quit doing shoes and I started selling all my stuff was because the shoe market started to tank some, and everybody throw it with the shoe world. I was like, oh, these are bricks. Like they're not, like you're throwing up bricks. They're not worth anything. So instead of being able to get online and go somewhere and be like, I'm going to buy this one thing, I'm going to pay the retail price for it, I'm going to get it, I'm going to love it, I'm going to use it, I had to go to the secondary and spend an extra $40 fucking to get the exact same thing because some asshole was like, oh, these bricks, so I'm only going to charge them $40. He's not making any extra money after your services, fees, all this other stuff. And now I'm starting to see that in the knife world.
Chris got a little extra caffeine before this.
I'm just saying, nothing makes me madder than paying $40 over retail that I know is
$100.
not going in that person's pocket. They're just getting their money back for what they paid retail.
Yep.
You know, if you buy something and you hang on to it, and in like a year you're like, holy crap, this thing's worth like $2,000 now, and I want to get rid of it. Sweet, I have nothing, but you did good. You held on to your investment.
You put your time in.
But you're like, oh, I bought this and I'm going to flip it. I'm going to charge the guy who really wants it $400 more.
The guy that couldn't beat my bot.
Because that guy couldn't beat your bot there.
Yeah.
Screw you.
Yeah, I get that. He's passionate about it.
I'm off my soapbox now. But anyway.
You didn't drink that.
So
So on that note, we've got some
we do have
Recon
some stuff.
we've got some Recon 1 things that you have to pay for the
have
privilege.
yeah, right. I mean, get me started on that part of it.
Keep drinking.
So anyway, where we were going with that. So like $200, $250. I talked to Isaac several times about this. He said really that 200 to 250 marks where people kind of starting to pump the brakes on like, he said, you know, obviously there's people that'll walk in and be like, you don't even have anything under like $60, you know, and which
Open
is not
house.
true because you have
Open
open
house.
house.
Sure,
and
you want to
morons.
go get a honey badger?
Walmart's
get
down the road.
Walmart, great, fine.
Hey, go Honey Badger. I'm good with that.
You can just for more, 10 more, $30 more dollars than the Ozark Grail. Get something that feels quality, acts quality, performs as well as you want most knives too.
But that's a slippery slope. And
does.
it's evident here.
Because as you go, there's something else to it more than just performance.
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
Yep.
And
For
ease of
sure.
use.
So
Sure, man.
we're going to go up to, hey, Tim. We'll go up the scale here a little bit. So we said 250 like to 500, which is
500.
going to put us into a lot of categories.
Yeah. I mean, that
So-
spans a bunch. US, we've already covered the US versus not. And
Right.
I mean,
Yeah. So that does not qualify in this category, even though I know what
But that's right.
So we're
That's right.
talking
MSRP,
secondary.
Yep.
So 250 to 500. So let's be real. This kind of flirts on that 50, 500 to 550.
Well, if yours was sand, not glass,
know.
it would be a $500 knife.
Right. So
On MSRP, again, when you can find it.
we'll talk about this. So Chris Reeve.
Mhm.
This can be a polarizing conversation if we want it to be.
Absolutely.
Because when we first started this and we first started going, we very much were like, I don't get it.
Get a big chunk of titanium,
Like,
and
why-
a steel we can all buy for much less. Why?
Why is a Chris Reeve knife worth it? Why is it what it is? Why is it, why is it $500? Why is it $550? Why is it $600? Why, when they do a little more work on milling it and they add frag all the way down, it suddenly becomes a $650, $700 knife, an $800
If you can
knife.
get it. And then on the secondary, it goes stupid.
If
it's
then
got-
don't even get me started
Oh.
with waves or
Or if it's got-
lines or
Lines that may or may not be owned by Wilson Combat.
right. So anyway, glass blasted drop point, basic ass on
It's $550.
$550.
Now,
You can find them cheaper on
sometimes.
occasion.
Sometimes.
This one, custom orange rings, custom lanyard. Thanks to Jonathan.
Woo!
And I don't care if you say lanyards suck or not. Everybody can bite my ass. I like my lanyards.
Yeah.
Especially on the Chris Reeves knives.
Yeah.
I will say this now. Starting off collecting, I did not get it. I did not get. In fact, I have.
A year ago, you and I
have
didn't
a knife.
get it.
Right. I have a knife that I picked up at Blade Show Atlanta from Sharif, the Aurelia, that I was like, it's every bit as good as a Sabenza. And I'll still hold that statement. I think it is just as good as a Sabenza. That being said, if I had to sell my entire knife collection and only keep one, that'd be the one.
We
Why?
had this talk.
I would keep the Zon. It takes a beating. It looks better as it gets snails and gets used and gets everything.
And I will add to that comment. My side of things, as it gets snails, as it gets scuffs, as it gets dull, you send that sucker to them and it will look brand
Exactly.
new when it comes back. So I know that doesn't matter
about
to you.
I think I'm about to void my warranty.
Yeah,
though,
I knew that was leading into that. So, but to me, that holds value, and it's a company that's been around long enough that you can bank on that warranty. Yes, it's taken 4 to 6 weeks for the
Sure.
turnaround on the few that I've sent.
Sure.
It's not the only knife I have,
no.
though.
What we've described as both performance and a
Right.
buy it for life
Yeah.
kind of stuff that you don't get out of
That.
plastic and mystery metal.
But I also get,
that knife can very well be like a buy once, cry once situation.
they've been described as generational or
Right.
Heirloom knife, right? You can
They're
pass it on to your
so
kid.
thought out, so well preserved. I mean, that one's Magna Cut, so you get the toughness of Magna Cut out of it,
And they've always used good steel.
and all their
S30,
steel,
S35,
S35, S45,
You go back to some of the old
Yeah.
Sabenzas, you were getting S30, which
and we've all three seen a Magna Max version floating around, so two
Yeah.
of them anyway.
Well, for me, I'm never going to reach the real heights of performance where I am going to be able to distinguish myself between Magna Cut, Magna Max, L
Sure.
Max, the fancy
yeah.
steels.
Yeah.
But I will be able to say, hey, this was if my folks growing up were into carrying pocket knives, and I had
Yeah.
a knife like that was grandpa's
Right.
knife, dad's knife, with all the snail trails, even with or without the spa treatment.
sure.
Oh, that's got a value to me that I couldn't put into dollars.
I mean, I've got two of these racks like this sitting over there of old like case and farmhand knives that my grandpa used that are rusted, cracked, beaten, all that. You know what? At the end of the day, if I just, my grandkids get a hold of this, it's not going to be rusted and crappy and beat all to hell. It may have a lot less steel on it on the blade where it's been sharpened 100 times.
Stiletto-esque. But
It might be a true Acer at that point, right? But like it's gonna sit here and it's gonna be able to do all this, and
That's a better pass along thing to
Exactly.
generations than a rusted pile
Yeah.
of crud.
Yeah.
Not crud,
No.
but
no.
but it's
Sentimental
rusted.
crud.
Yeah.
It is only sentimental and not something that you could carry and use, which I think only adds to the sentimentality.
Ooh, close.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I think this, like, I absolutely get it, and I do want to try and get my hand on some of the variations down the road, if I can.
A 21 large would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing as anything
Right.
else. I like the idea of completing a set.
Right.
I've got a large Sabenza, I've got a Zon, a large Nkosi would be kind of cool, maybe. Why?
Well, and you've got the next,
Yeah.
like in that line, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, show that off.
So my large Sabenza, black micarta, it's glass blasted, it's Magna Cut. I bought this on the secondary for a great price. I mean, it needed love to be perfect for me. It didn't need love to be a perfectly functioning knife.
yeah,
So this one got sent back for spa treatment, but I think it's $550 for a large Sabenza with inlay, be it the natural, the black, or the.
and it's really, really hard to beat their hollow grind. That
It
they
is.
do.
It's slicey,
It's slicey
without giving up like a legitimate
Yeah.
work knife.
and it's thick enough here that the hollow going up to it is still
Mhm.
like it's just
You still have a good bit of blade behind
it's
it.
just so good. I think I personally like the Nkosi a little more, and I like the Nsingo style blade. So basically the exact opposite of all this, but
You know,
you know
it
You
shares
can
some.
still appreciate stuff about this.
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I would totally carry one of these. I would totally carry a large Sabenza. I'd carry a small Sabenza. I like the small Sabenza too. And I don't hate the small Nkosi.
No,
I don't.
it's just
Or small,
lo-
Nkosi.
lowest on my list.
Yeah.
But since we've got him out, and that's a $550 knife.
Right. Let's
Oh,
get real
boy.
relative here.
Here's the twin,
Woo!
but not.
Here's the very expensive cousin
I mean,
that like doesn't even live in the same world.
no. Even though they are
The same knife.
the exact same knife, both of them Magna Cut, but polished scales,
Yep.
fancier lanyard with bead,
Yep.
but
Carbo
that,
TI.
yeah, the
Recall
let's see.
one. Carbo
well, this is the
TI.
magnetic teal Carbo TI.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Yeah,
This is a
magnetic teal Carbo TI with a birthday of November of 2025.
Okay. So fairly new.
Yeah, CPM Magna Cut, drop point polished double lugs. So the polished adds to the MSRP. The double lugs adds a little bit to MSRP, sure, but all the money in this thing
It's right there.
is limited to that.
Yeah.
And it's gorgeous. Yes, it's also got their MIM clip. I don't think it came that way. I think Tim may have added that. Don't
It's
quote me on that.
interesting to me on this that they do all the polish, but the lock bar isn't polished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
I kept that.
It's an interesting touch. I kind of like it.
I do too. I wonder if it's a grip thing. I
It's
wonder
got
if
to be a little bit to add texture,
yeah,
or if polishing maybe softens it a little bit.
Maybe.
Something.
if it messes with the integrity.
So they doubled the price for only cosmetic features. That means
more-
these
more than
guys are
double.
evil. These guys are just a bunch of grifters. They're trying to rip us off.
But which one of us doesn't like limited? Which one of us doesn't like feeling special, that knowing that there's not, I can go order one of these
It's not me.
right now.
Even if I couldn't appreciate the beauty and the fancy materials, does this make someone happy? Fine.
Yeah.
Nothing evil about being able to appreciate something that's just the way you like it.
And it is, and no two of them are alike in this Carbo TI. I mean, I can't spend that, I don't think. I say that now, but 2 years ago, I couldn't have spent this. So,
So 2 years from now, you're saying
no.
there's one on the way.
Yeah. But when the MSRP carries a comma
Well,
for a
Hey.
couple cosmetics,
makes you happy. You can justify the cost with your own
Exactly.
budget.
Exactly. That's
There you go.
That's my stance on all of this. We've joked about this, and you guys have probably picked up on it in the podcast. We don't drink, we don't smoke. At the end of the day, a used knife is still going to be worth more than an empty beer bottle.
It's true. I will say that I do like the polished titanium.
It is
scales.
cool. I mean, I like my glass. I
Mhm.
like my glass on my Zon
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
The polish does add something, kind of like
Yeah.
that fancy set of 2 at Texas. The
Yeah.
rolled edges.
Something to be say about polished like metal. Right?
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. From an undisclosed vendor.
Yeah,
We won't talk about that.
the bottle opener.
It's a door knocker.
It's a bottle.
It's a
opener.
bottle opener.
So no, I mean, and if we want to go, my box for my Chris Reeve
Yeah.
is not blue.
Yeah, not mine either.
Yep.
So
that marks it as special as
you
well.
get that blue box, the fancy blue box.
Yep.
So
Which
I'm still hurt that you compare my favorite thing to buy to a beer bottle, but I guess I'll
honey
confess-
badgers.
oh dang!
honey badgers.
Got me.
So
You got me.
we want to stay in the same kind of area.
Price.
OTFs can definitely fall into that category
Oh,
as
yeah.
well,
Yeah.
which you all saw kind of the teaser on that.
Mhm.
So this was the Dissident, which I will give Ramon some props on this because the Dissident is it's a $400 knife, like retail.
Yep.
Like you go to the show, you go to his website, you go whatever, it's $400. And this is the Facebook group exclusive one. So it's got the CKG 2025, and yes, I ordered this back in like September or October of last year, and
Yeah.
finally got it this year. So it is a 2025
ago.
group knife. But it's $400 for the group knife. So you know, Ramon's like, it's a fair price for the knife. That's what they're going to be. So
Yeah.
you know, I mean, he could have very easily on a group knife. I mean, we've seen it.
I'm only.
You know, some of their group knives get crazy. Now, typically
Yeah.
the crazy ones are upgraded like
gonna
crazy.
say. That's and ProTech is good about that.
They
My
are.
group knife,
Yeah.
my little Duke,
Yeah.
was under $200.
Yeah.
Most of the
You
Dukes
still
are.
have that?
No,
I thought you said
traded that
Oh,
into
trade-
Isaac.
traded it.
Just never carried it. I awesome little knife,
Yeah.
black lip pearl gray. It was
Yeah.
great, and price point dead on. And they
Yeah.
do that on their. I mean, I'm trying to think what else. Well, they're going to release an Avalon
Yeah.
chunk
Operator.
operator, and I bet you it's not going to be. I mean, it's like they've got
They added
a
some
tritium
things to
insert's
that,
going to
though.
be X amount more on.
Sure.
A DLC
I
blade is
guarantee
going to be
they
X.
have a very strict formula. They're like, if we do the check this box, check this box, check this box, here's the add-on price.
Oh, you start talking stainless steel and Damascus
Right,
and sky's
right.
limit. I
like
get
the
that.
last one with that Mordax, it was like 17.4 steel and everything. And I was like, oh, this just shot up to a $900 knife real quick.
Almost $1,000.
Yeah.
But limited production.
Yeah.
Again, we're going
I get
there.
it. I get it.
I mean,
But, you know, at the same time, it's like,
I've got my
you know,
$250
you do.
or $280.
Sure.
The
Whatever.
carry's lighter. Arguably looks pretty darn pretty
Yeah.
on its own.
Yeah.
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
And, numbered production. So that's always fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe.
And I can enjoy this. I can enjoy this.
And if you want to
Area.
talk about what we were talking about with upgraded Protex, grab that Cambria. It's on the top.
There we
on the
go.
side. So the Cambria, which was a banger of a model that they brought back out, they redeveloped it a little bit, the Cambria 2. And with this came the upgraded version. So this was out of their custom shop.
Yep.
I was the one that originally had it, sold it to you. It's got the Mike Irie dual grind. It's got the copper Techno Carbo inlay. It's a limited number run. I don't remember what the number
34?
is. Yeah, 34 out of 60.
Maybe. There it is. Either way.
So, but super cool version of it. MSRP is falling like just shy of
Just shy of
500. But like a totally upgraded version.
Yeah.
So
versus the
here's
one
the
that I
next
came home
version,
with and
right?
Ben loved.
So aluminum
Tonight.
handle, teal carbo TI.
Number 15
Number
from Blade Show.
15 out of Blade Show Atlanta. Yeah, I mean, so
So
$495,
265,
I
285,
think.
something like
I think it was
that.
$285.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I mean, coming out of the custom shop, I mean, it may be in my head a little bit, but I feel like this one like has just a little bit of a different feel to it.
No,
Like the
honestly,
jimping's a little different.
It's a little more aggressive on the flippy,
and it just feels a little different.
and I don't know if that's partially the blade geometry.
It could be. And it could be that dual grind makes a difference flicking in and out of there a little bit. But
Or are we attributing it to
or we're
the fact
attributing it
that
to the
we
fact that
spent
it's
more?
double the price. You know, but
But it
I
makes
don't
you
know.
happy in a way this one didn't.
Honestly, this one made me happy because I had another one that's 15.
yeah.
I bought my two that were both
Yeah.
15. Honest to goodness, if he wasn't selling this one, I didn't own anything Mike Irie. I didn't have anything polished at the time. So that scratched 2 itches, and I knew that you were interested, Mike. That's the only reason. I have not a thing against this knife. I liked it because of the number. I love the color. It makes the right noises. The button's great. This is
You're
a
just too
great
good
knife.
to me, man. Because I
No,
love it
no,
too.
no, no. Well, we've talked about this. That's the fun part of the friendship.
Still a good knife.
It's great, and it hit a couple of boxes for me that nothing else I owned did, and I could help him out so that he could end up with his Avalon.
Yep.
So we all ended up with a ProTech out of the deal.
Yep, we did.
And I didn't have anything, and I still don't have anything else that's
Yeah.
Irie.
Yeah.
I only have one other that's mirror polished.
Yep. We're going to see it probably at some point.
Yeah, it's over here somewhere.
So let's move
Yeah.
up the ladder then. So we've kind of 550, flirted 600.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 600 to say 1,000.
Mm.
Yeah, we could probably break these out at this point. You know, we're looking.
Still production.
The Norseman, you're gonna anywhere from really MSRP brand new from them. You're looking right around 1,000.
Yeah. $1,000 to 12 depending on how you option it out.
Exactly.
Right?
Now, aftermarket, secondary, you can find them. Sky's the limit.
Yeah. I've seen 'em.
500 at a user up to.
I've seen them upper 4s for beaters that you just want
Right.
a good
And if you want
versus.
to chuck an extra one in there, we can do that.
And I mean,
Look
you
at
but
that, baby.
was yours wasn't
Mine
yours was
brand
new old stock.
Mine was brand new old stock.
Yep.
And you bought that last year in Texas.
Yep. No, Atlanta.
Ah, dang it. Yes,
Atlanta
that
Blade
place.
Show. Ben picked his up from Springfield EDC.
Yep.
Ironically, was Travis's knife.
Yeah.
At
417s.
417 CNC. Maybe become an Acer down the line. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ben seems to be
For a maker's choice. Yeah.
so. But so let's talk Grimsmo for a minute. So North American made. They're at it. They're out of America Junior. So
The 51st state.
The 51st state.
No, no.
I think that's Greenland. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Greenland.
Oh,
Ringo.
Politics
Anyway,
are getting us canceled.
so, Grimsmo, you want to talk about attention to detail, and I'm not
Dude.
talking about the knife company. I'm talking about Grimsmo themselves. John and crew, dude, it's insane.
And I
This is their life. This is what they're. This is
Right?
their
Yeah,
passion,
eat,
and it's
breathe,
easy.
sleep.
yeah,
I mean, I've gotten to play with your guys's. It didn't totally click until I got mine.
yeah.
I mean, honest to goodness, sitting there, and the fact that
The flush edge.
Yep.
the flush edge,
Flush edges.
when I took this stupid thing apart,
Mhm.
milled inside.
Yeah,
Who has to continue the milling of the dragon scales on the inside pockets?
Someone
Right.
who cares about it. So
Dude, how cool is that?
yeah.
does that make us all fans for people with obsessive compulsive? or-
Yeah, absolutely. OCD people
Maybe
are
we
my people.
all share that brand of the tism.
Maybe.
But it just
I
goes to show you, like, these small batch makers like this that have perfected their craft, which they have.
They have.
Grimsmo is like the top of the food chain to me when it comes to perfecting.
That's
their
why they've
craft.
got over 10,000 between
Right.
these guys and those guys.
And the funny thing is, and that's one of the things we talked about with Travis, was like, there's still like messed up blanks and handles and scales and stuff like laying around the shop because shit happens.
Yep.
But
We're only human.
you also like see the videos of John like,
Talking
oh,
about it.
I messed this up or this didn't work, so I had to make like a vise that's tiny that makes this screw that goes in this collar that does this,
Or I
that does
couldn't
that.
find this particular
And not
screw.
only does it do that, but my computer now date time stamps that down to a second, so I know exactly which collar, which pivot, which pen,
Which version,
which everything,
which
batch,
which everything that
Yeah.
went into that.
which is
So
cool.
when we go back to fix it, because with this knife, this, whenever you first got it, had a rattle
Yeah.
because Travis had sent it in or had them send him some pins to try and fix a problem he was having with
Yep.
it. And I think it wasn't the exact same spec pin that went in there. So that's what was rattling.
Yep.
So a couple dots of KPL sealed it up. No more rattle.
No problem.
But it's because
He
the
could track it.
tolerances were so
It's so
great
tight.
and so great on it.
There's really something to it. It's not just black
So,
magic.
Right. A brand new pen comes and maybe the pens are a nanometer, slimmer than
One
what they
micron.
were. One
Yeah.
micron slimmer,
Which
right?
shows how tight the tolerances are. And tangent, their packaging's great.
Their packaging is amazing. Yeah, it's hard to argue with their
I
packaging.
mean, the cool little nano
Nano
cases.
case, yep.
And mine was still the old, I think yours was the old,
Yep.
smaller one. Yours was the
Mine's
bigger one.
The bigger one.
Yep.
Which, so what? That's cool.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Grimsmo, kudos to you guys. I mean, and plus, let's be real. I mean, it doesn't get more. You don't have enough blade to sound like us.
No, I sure don't. Chink, chink.
So,
Chink, chink.
Well, I guess the study for Case Mill is, hey, you put enough detail and effort into every little thing on this. It's hard to not make a product that you can feel that. You can tell.
yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, all right. So what?
Well,
What's our
we
next
got-
evolution here? I mean, we've got like probably along that line. Yeah. Hawk, machine wise.
Oh,
the rest of my stuff.
Arnold
Right.
Bernard.
So now we're looking anywhere from
750.
7.
These guys were 7,
No,
upper
pushing
7s. Now
9s
they're 9s.
nowadays.
Table price on the Hawk
10,
is
950,
950.
1050 at most retailers nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, 950 to over.
DLT,
If it's DLC,
DLT, E-knives, all of them are 1050 now.
sure. If you can buy from him for 950,
Sure.
and then
417,
750.
750-ish running through there.
Yep. If you want the overhead on these guys,
Yep.
just
So,
Oh boy. Look at that. Look at that.
Your dog's getting overwhelmed. He has nowhere to go. And there's about to be a bunch of very tiny boys here.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. We're about to wrap up.
Yep.
So,
yeah, my Arno Bernard. This is the Imamba.
yep.
And these guys, 650 to 9, depending on A,
Sure.
inlays, B, Damascus, blade steel, whatever you want.
Right.
So this one's RWL 34, and that's my other shiny.
Mirror.
Mm-hmm.
And then, these guys,
Machine wise, you're kind
Sonora.
of now in the secondary with machine wise, you can find
all
some
over the
deals
place.
now.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
they've
between
been around.
5 and
Yeah.
750, depending on age, blade steel, colors.
Yep.
And again, on the
You
Hawk
just
Talon,
can't beat that one.
the lock, the sound, it's
Yeah.
great. And those guys on the secondary, you can find 758-ish. And the Acer, which is too damn new to
Right.
have much on the secondary.
Now I've seen one for 6.
Yep.
Still there. But yeah, I mean, like crazy quality, small batch makers again.
Yep.
Attention to detail.
You guys called me out on this one. I carry this on days where I know I'm not going to be heavy
Right.
using. I know it's going to be
I see
in
somewhere on that blade right now, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, there's stuff on the edges. It's not wear. It's tape.
It's seen things.
It's
Mostly
mainly boxes.
He made T-shirts for that, by the way.
Oh, that's perfect.
Just so
We're
you
gonna
know.
have to pick those up.
Bald Man did.
So yeah, that one I love the quality. I love the color.
Dude, the toggle lock is ridiculous.
Yeah, the Hawk lock.
It's hard to arguably one of the best button locks.
Yep.
Doesn't even come close with fidgeability man, when it
yeah.
comes to that.
But 2 different knives.
And then a frame lock that is
Guillotine
drop
drop.
shot ridiculousness.
Oh, you're
No,
gonna hear
we
'em.
don't. We don't have a problem.
Yeah,
You have a problem.
I have a problem.
So good. Running that gamut up to $1,000.
Yep, and I do carry my Sonora.
Yeah.
Again, because A, love the fidget. B, it fits well and it's not
So-
stupid heavy.
So we're ready to jump into the realm of ridiculousness.
Well, I mean, sure. I was going to bring out this one since
it.
we just
Oh,
had.
We did just have a hawk, but this hawk is the hawk of
So
hawks.
it's the exact same stinking knife,
right,
but not.
right.
That's a nice evolution, yeah.
So this is another R1 or Recon 1 production.
Yeah.
So you have to pay for the privilege to even be able to buy the knife in a lotto.
Yep.
Tim has a type, Tim has a color. So you end up with same basic knife,
Sure.
but in a limited run. So you get your very cool,
Yeah.
very
Your
expensive,
very expensive
Playing
little
card.
piece of
limited run. So that's our theme here, right?
Sure.
What is it worth to you to know that you've got something very few other people have?
Come here, Rocket. Sorry, the German Shepherd's
And
gonna
then
join the
add
party
to
today.
that, hey, what if I had a whole bunch of these of different
We're gonna stop. Talons.
So with the Recon one, I know we had talked that you have to pay for the privilege
Yep.
to be able to pay for
The knife.
that's already more expensive than the base model.
Sure.
what values can stack up here now that you got
Triple
one
dipping.
thing that's in this teal Corbin?
Listen,
What if
I like a triple dipper these days too, but normally it's from Chili's. It's not from my
moving
knife companies.
along.
It's
Here we
fine.
go. There's what if you could have all of your sets across several different makers with the
Right.
same color scheme.
And I get that. I mean, I to a much lesser extent, I went that way for carbon fiber, just basic carbon fiber stuff for a while.
And can I say too, with the Arius stuff, like the mini Arius from Koenig non-flipper, I know it's like the most desirable model they make and like goes for typically the most on the secondary and the resale. Not my favorite version.
I don't know why. Why non-flipper?
Not
It's
my
harder to
favorite
deploy
version.
for me. I like the flipper mini.
Yeah.
I like the non-flipper large, but
Okay.
that's a personal thing.
Okay, I could see that.
The large in pocket already takes up
Yeah.
a crap load of space. That flipper makes
Yeah.
up just enough to make it even
Yeah.
bigger pain.
I guess with my thing is like, because I've always talked about how I want to take like a Mordax from ProTech and delete the flipper and add thumb
Thumb
studs.
studs.
Like, but
I'm glad the camera's not on Ben to see his eye twitch when you say that.
Disgust me.
Add a crossbar lock while you're at it.
Oh no! Oh no!
yeah, I mean, so like you can pick up Koenigs for six-ish.
Yes.
You know,
In good shape, you can get some.
PJs.
Well, even some of
Yeah.
them that have the the small dimpling on the titanium.
Yeah,
But I love the shape, the profile,
Yeah.
and I don't mind the size of this guy.
yeah. I think the size is great. I'd rather have a flipper on that one though,
Yeah.
or a thumb stud.
But now you've got a small, you've got a Talon, you've got, say we were to add a large in there with the same color scheme.
Yeah.
What does this collection start to look like in
Well,
taste
this
and
is just
valor? If they're
because
all
this collector has a soft spot for the teal carbon, which is gorgeous.
add in some of the Ursus. Oh man.
So this is the
Quantum.
Quantium TKM.
Yeah,
How about that?
And I mean,
How about that?
the ones I could find listed at $2,500 for this. And I know secondary, there's a little bit of variance, and this one was used, but in quite nice shape. I'm not gonna guess what he paid. He did tell me it wasn't the 25, so that's a good sign.
yeah.
It's a super cool knife. I don't own anything from these guys. Shiro makes some really freaking cool stuff.
Yeah.
So let's throw this out there real quick too, like because I think this is one of the cooler knives that we have from Tim. You know, S90V. It's the Quantum TKM.
Quantium.
It's Quantum. Quantum.
I think that's a misprint.
There's no I on that.
Quantium.
I think that's actually a misprint on the box.
I've always heard them as the Quantum Ursus. So I
I
don't know.
thought it was the Quantium.
But anyway, we can look it up in a minute.
Yeah, we can.
But that being said, so you're talking, $2,500, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and everyone sold out of them at 25.
and that's a pretty freaking sweet $2 cardboard box that comes in.
dude. Yeah, I know we should. Yeah,
We shouldn't
And-
be mad about that, but I mean, come on.
and you didn't get your cool.
Just
Sliver.
validating up here. This is a quantum.
I mean, I spent
That is Quantium.
Tium.
just under $700 on a Norseman from Grimsmo.
Yep.
So literally, a third the price for, and I got a nice Nanook case, everything, all.
Well, and my machine wise,
What's in
I know
there?
that they didn't spend $1 worth of plastic to print the case, but they're flipping cool
Yeah.
and they're well thought out.
Yeah.
Versus here's a box. Yes. Don't get me wrong. It's got a nice microfiber, and it's got a sticker, and it's got a birth certificate.
Yeah.
But it's a $2,500 knife in a cardboard slidey box.
So you're not getting collector cool out of the box.
True.
But not your
you're,
whole
You're paying for the knife. I know that.
But half the reason he's getting this is because he has this and this.
Part of it.
And
But the
here
other
you
part
go.
is because it's a really cool knife in
Yeah.
high quality
I just
steel.
want you-
Does this really do it for most collectors? Jonathan, does it do something for you
It's
to
a
have them
super
all
cool.
the same thing?
Yes. My type A loves that. That's cool. I don't know that I love it to the point that I could spend this kind of money, but I think it's flipping neat.
Yeah.
And it's a cool color. And it's also, you got to find. So
Follow-up
back to
question.
matchy.
Matchy matchies.
That's the other thing is that Carbo TI makes enough, or there's enough flavors of these guys out there. Like I've had, dang it, what was my red one called? That wasn't Mars Valley. Lava Flow. I know
Yep.
Ty has his Hawk. That's
It's lava. It's
Mars Valley. I know Tim's got a couple others. It's like Black Dunes and whatever the copper circle one is.
Yeah.
So to find one that goes across not only several makers, but several countries of origin.
Sure.
I get it. I mean, that scratches an itch for
It
me.
does.
I can't spend that kind of money,
You're right.
but I get it.
You're right.
I do.
Say you had, this is yours. Do you carry it?
That one, maybe.
I'd carry this one.
I know you'd carry
Show that one off. That thing's gorgeous. Look at that solar
I love
system.
This thing. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
It's the same stinking style box,
Yeah. It's a Chromax CPM.
but I love the design. I love the planetary.
I love that they continue like the rings, like the
orbital
rotation
rings,
orbital
yeah.
rings around it. I mean,
that out.
Yep.
it's this thing. I can
That's
see
sweet.
how Tim went down the rabbit hole with these
Yeah,
a little bit. I think he had a couple others too, and he sold them. But yeah, these are just good.
they're cool and very usable blade shape. Again, bigger knife, Chromax steel. Love the solar. That's neat.
That's cool stuff.
That scratches an itch I didn't know I had. I like the deployment on the teal one better, and I wish I had.
It feels like you sacrifice a little bit for the lightness of the carbon fiber on this one, too.
Yeah, but man, it'd be
Pretty
easier
darn
to
cool, man.
carry.
Yeah.
Carbon fiber front, titanium back.
I'm going to zoom in on that just to show off that little solar system for a second. You might have to set it right down on the mat, and
There you go.
we can get a real focused look on it, maybe. I don't know. But it's pretty cool. The Earth's moon and everything, you can see. Very nice.
Yeah, and I mean they use a different material.
Yep.
Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Saturn, Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, and they kept Pluto. Or was it made before Pluto was? No.
A celestial body.
No, I think.
Then you have the hardware out here acting like another one.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Standoff.
you've got the sun.
Pretty cool.
And here is the like exact knife, quantum
Shop
versus
hand tools.
solar system.
From
Hand tools.
Igor Olenikov.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good stuff.
Beautiful stuff. And maybe another shout out and thanks to Tim for
Letting us
sharing these things with us. These
I
gorgeous
really
pieces.
hadn't gotten to handle many Shiros.
Yeah, no, I
Um,
really haven't either, and I get it. I get it now.
Yeah.
So
I get it.
I could see Shiros becoming a problem because they're not like most of them that I've like really looked at. They're not like outrageous price.
No.
They're expensive.
Well, weren't we talking some of the base ones,
Mhm.
mid sixes, low
Yeah.
sixes you could
Yeah.
get for like a G10 or
Yeah.
micarta inlay version,
Yep.
and still supposed to be same attention to detail, same quality. You're just not getting, your full titanium with limited.
I mean, it's no Milwaukee.
It's not my fastback.
It's not a fastback.
It's just not my fastback.
If only.
And this fastback's had some love.
No, you got to
That's
use
not the
its
word.
liner, not the button, to close it. Yeah.
Gotcha. The liner of the button doesn't work anymore, huh?
It doesn't need your
It
fancy
doesn't need a
features.
button,
Doesn't need, you can,
but
there's
yeah,
quality.
so we've kind of run the gamut here a little bit. We've done Chris Reeves, we've done Shiro, we've done Grimsmo, we've done.
There's one
Some
I skipped
Protex.
over
You
that
did
I
skip
forgot,
over one.
and I don't know why I forgot.
Yeah,
Because
this is one of yours.
this is
a
on my
grill
list.
for you.
and I really
Maybe not
appreciate it.
necessarily this configuration.
No, but I mean handling
but it's
it.
good.
And again, I've got to love a local maker.
Sure.
Super cool. Out of flipping Crane, Missouri, of
Yeah.
all places,
Yep.
to throw out stuff like this. Cody Utzler makes the duckling,
Neutralizer.
the neutralizer, which is his Warncliffe.
Mhm.
The
He's
Duck
got some
Hunter is the
others,
fixed
fixed
blade,
blade.
and there's stuff he
He's
hasn't
got a
done in a
couple
little while.
others, yeah, that are.
But the mainstream ones that everyone's
duck.
after are the Duck and the Duckling, which
Yeah.
stands for Daily Use Knife.
I believe so. You also know it was supposed to be the Duke, but everybody started calling it the Duck,
Duck.
and then they wanted a smaller one, so he was like, "Screw it, it'll be the Duck one."
Duckling.
So
And yeah, these have been, and he does several different variations. He's got frame lock, he's got
insets,
subliners, inset.
subliners.
He's got gosh, the milling patterns are cool.
I feel like there was a button floating around for a minute. Maybe not. I don't remember. I know he's got some frames.
I like that.
And Tim's got the
Jade.
Jade G10
Yep.
subliner,
Yep.
which is notably lighter than the titanium. But this one's got some really, really cool black Timascus.
Yeah.
Look at
And
that
again,
thing.
not super high end on but it's a nice,
Nice.
thick
Yeah.
with
nice
the
enough.
magnetic, and you open it up.
Got the COA with Cody's infamous chicken scratch.
Yes.
I remember there's a lot of people that get online on the Facebook group and they're like, "Does this look like a legit autograph?" And Cody's normally always the one that gets on and is like, "Yep, that's
Yep,
my
that's
terrible
me."
handwriting."
My
So,
toddler signature.
yeah,
They're just,
they're smooth.
they're smooth. I like the lines. I like the dragon
Yeah.
scale that he does. The hex
The hex is
is
good.
really cool. His skeletonized stuff's neat. There's nothing ugly that he does.
Yeah.
The micartas have been cool.
If I could get my hands on a duck for the right price, I would take it. I would probably overpay a little bit for a neutralizer because they're
The one
good.
we saw at the
Dude, I want Ties so bad.
Ties was neat.
Ties is beat up. It's been used. It looks good. It's
so
so
flippin'
damn
smooth.
smooth. It's just like you whisper at it, and it's like shunk.
Like a dressed up Sabenzo almost.
Yeah,
isn't it?
a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, I mean it gives
It's in
me
that same vein.
profile on your Aurelia
Yeah.
gives me a little bit of those lines.
Action on this, like the actual action, is more satisfying to a fidget person than a Sabenza would
Yeah.
be.
I mean this gives it's the drop shutty like a
Yeah.
Grimsmo
Yep.
with the solid frame lockup
Mhm.
that you come to expect out of a
Smells
Reeve.
Yeah.
And I mean, for this being the large one,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's not huge in hand by any
It's
stretch.
not. It's not. It does make me kind of want to see a duckling
Yeah.
because they seem a little harder to find in the wild, maybe a little
Yeah,
bit. Or maybe these are just more desirable, and I see
They
them
are.
a little
It
more.
doesn't seem like he's done as many of
But,
the ducklings.
Yeah, this thing. I mean, come on, doesn't get much better than that.
No.
So
And he's got some flippers out now. He's got
Yeah.
some holes instead of the thumb studs. And he does a decent range on materials. He's done some 154 here lately. Magna Cut's been his mainstay for a while. But again, a local maker that's making something this cool, that's this desirable, and anytime, this is the hard thing. We talk bots, we talk grabbing, and I know
First come, first serves, man.
and the lottos, he does random number generator, which is great, but the moment you get in on that, there's 200 people on some of these drops. There was a dragon one that I tried getting in on, and love to get one. Secondary is the easiest, but they hold their value.
Sure.
And you do get the guys that
turn and burn.
turn for a couple $100.
Dude, it drives me bonkers. You know, it's like, oh, this is, $900 or $950, and then a day later, 2 days later, when they get it in hand, it's like, all right, $1,250, $1,350, $1,450.
So these are games you'll play when you're playing up in these price ranges and materials.
It is, but it's still just frustrating. It's like,
I really
just
want
let somebody who really wants it.
No, I
and is
agree.
gonna
This
carry
shouldn't
it.
be a thing, but
Like,
I mean, it's
it's always going to be the complaint, right?
I
at the
can
end of the
always go down to
day-
Walmart and find my $10.
$100 or $200.
You go find that knife right now at Walmart. I dare you.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
You think so?
Yeah, I walked right by it the
Oh,
other day.
okay. Fair enough.
Call your bluff on that one.
Yeah.
Until someone realizes it feels like crap
Can
and
also
no one
get
wants
a-
to carry it
Get
again.
a couple of Civivis there nowadays.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
The
Kershaws.
Yonder and the one of the other ones. I can't remember which one. They always have a leak floating around inside Walmart.
They will.
So.
For a
And probably
Sometimes they have a
misdirect.
knife too.
yeah,
So
but
See
yeah,
what you did there.
yeah, you want to.
So we've kind of run the gamut here, and we've done some things, and I'm
Yeah.
sure the people watching right now saw the box I just set in the middle of the table.
Because there's a
But
stratum above.
We're about to drop the bomb, right?
Boom!
Some backstory on this
So-
one. This is the first time I met Tim.
Right. So this knife has been around for a little while, actually. So it's
A year,
a little, maybe a little
probably?
more. So Herman, most of us know Herman.
Polish.
You can buy him Polish custom knives. He's like one dude in a shop, makes some amazing things. Go ahead and pop it open, Ben. It's the experience of opening a Herman
Well.
knife is well worth it.
I mean, metal.
Metal,
Birth
COA
certificate.
card. This one in particular, before
Oh,
we
sorry.
get to all of it's the Sting. So it's a cool version. It is the folder Sting. It's the puzzle M398. So 62 to 63 HRC, titanium handle, titanium backspacer, titanium clip. This guy was born February 23rd, 2025.
And I Tim's the original owner.
Tim
I think
is
he
the
ordered
original
it
owner.
directly from.
Yep.
And I just
Take that.
presentation's cool.
Presentation School has the driver to take it out with. It's got some of its proprietary KPL basically. And dude, it's a beautiful piece. And it's one of those that whenever I'd seen some promo pictures of it whenever they were putting it together and everything. And it's kind of like this is going to be a very bad comparison, but like my Giant Mouse Carryology that has like that texture.
Yeah.
You don't expect it to feel the way it does, and this has texture. This feels like puzzle pieces.
And this is the best part. So how the camera's capturing, you see how some of these puzzle pieces pop out more than others?
Yeah,
It feels like that.
it does.
Some are slightly raised. You feel some of the edge, and it's crazy that it does that. Sorry, you want to play?
Well, no, I mean,
And the action's incredible. And I know we're showing off and we're talking price, but we keep straying from the fact. Would you carry it?
Now,
There's one.
so go ahead, Jonathan.
There's one very similar. It's an Ishtar, so it's different blade shape, a little bit longer. That's on Blade Binge, and it's a $1,300 used knife.
Right. You're pushing twos, well over two with this one.
Brand new.
Brand new. So while Ben is doing that, we're going to just slop this big dong right in the middle of the table.
oh,
Because we got a wood box Herman now,
Yeah, here, we'll
which
just-
is
oh my, oh my.
things get a little out of hand right here. So again, Tim, you're crazy. So
And we really
we
appreciate
really
it.
appreciate it because I never expected this to make it into our hands. So this is an Ishtar. It's the Eternal Garden Ishtar. Damasteel DS 93X at 61 HRC. titanium handle, titanium handle, titanium backspacer, titanium clip. January 14th of this year is birth date.
He waited a little while for this one.
Yeah, this thing is ridiculous.
It's bling incarnate for
Absolutely
a knife.
ridiculous. I feel like I should have gloves on.
Yeah,
Probably
we
should.
have
Probably
white
should.
gloves somewhere.
It's hard to see kind of a little bit. We can zoom in, get in here. But this is all hand engraved. Absolutely stunning. You can see the Damasteel. But I mean, this is
That's wild.
absolutely
But it's not just.
ridiculous.
No, I could never bring myself, and I don't know that we need to bring up the price, but I could never bring myself to carry something this shiny and pretty.
So
This has to be.
This is art.
I can't find this knife anymore on Polish Custom Knives, but I can find some knives that are relatively close. And they push $6,000.
Yep.
Yep.
So I guess this is going to be the pinnacle of
If anything, will touch.
what is too much to carry? What's your threshold?
Hey, I've seen Tim post a picture that this was his carry while he was sitting on the couch.
Hey, listen, when your box sits beside your couch at your house, no offense, Tim, it doesn't count as carrying it. So I guess what
Use.
I want to, let everybody soak that one in a little bit because it's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. I will say for $6,000, I'd probably want a little color, but it's pretty amazing.
But a lot of that, I mean, you're paying for the Damasteel and you're paying for the hours upon hours for the etching
The Eternal Garden
Yeah.
floats around the handle.
and the clip and down into the pocket of
Yeah.
the clip.
I could stare at that for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And probably what amazes me on this thing, yes, it's a bit of art, but the action
Oh yeah, dude. It's
and the
smooth.
Oh, it's
acoustics
still-
are
It's-
great too. Like
It's still a
It's
tuned machine.
ridiculous.
if you're able to spend that much money on your daily carry,
Power
it'll
tuning.
do it.
It will.
It'll scratch every itch.
And then some.
It just won't scratch you. It's when you cry when you scratch it.
Oh,
You drop it on
Oh,
concrete
dude.
and
Can you imagine hearing that thud?
Tim, it took everything and Chris's being.
Oh, dude, I was totally gonna do it last Sunday. So Isaac at Springfield EDC posts like, "What's in your pocket this Sunday?" And I was so gonna take a picture of that and be like, "This."
with like
No.
garden trowel in the other hand.
Like dirty garden gloves on. It said Eternal Garden on it. I thought it was a gardening knife. So,
We didn't promise,
and we
Good
didn't.
heavens.
probably.
Fingers crossed.
I
So I guess that brings us to we could each kind of take our little stance here because I think all three of us feel maybe a little different here and there on what we
What
would throw in
constitutes
our
too much.
rotation, what constitutes that threshold of like, oh, well, I spent this, or maybe it's just this knife has this feature that I love, but I don't want to ruin it or whatever the case may be. Because, I mean, like for instance, on like my Zon, like I realize it's designed to be a workhorse of a knife, but I mean, everybody's seen me take pictures of it, like nasty, dirty, cutting paper and, for putting down landscaping
paper,
for
yeah.
cutting boxes and ripping it. And when I say, in my world, when I say cutting boxes, I'm not talking about Amazon boxes. I'm talking about opening like medical equipment
Feel
and
personally
getting all that
attacked by
stuff
that
going and
comment.
everything else. So I don't know. What do you think, Ben? What do you think your like threshold for price versus
Dolitary
value versus like it's just something you got to have?
As it stands now, it's still changing thing. Like I mentioned
Sure.
a couple of years ago, it was this is all I need. Now it's okay. I can actually appreciate more of it. I've not evolved to the point where I can appreciate all of the intricacy and art. Still, I'm still a heathen. At some
You
point,
appreciate
where
it.
when I think if I were ever to a point where I could appreciate really how much this thing is, I probably wouldn't carry this because
Yeah.
I view it more as art and
Sure.
a collector thing than
Sure.
than tool I'm going to carry every day. Which,
Right.
yeah, it could be both. I'm
Which is
a guy
fine.
who likes to carry everything I own.
Right. Yeah, I mean, so high-end carry, I think it's totally a perspective issue is the problem. So
We knew that going into this, but
is it?
we still got to look at some cool stuff.
We did get to see some cool stuff. Again, Tim, thank you. Absolutely amazing that we get to see that.
Taking us to the edge of things we're afraid to touch.
Exactly. We were super stoked when you agreed to this. I was a little taken aback whenever you were like, I'm sending the Hermans
this,
with you.
and
I was
this.
like,
Very
I
generous.
was like, wait,
yeah.
what? Like, you're doing what? But, yeah. So, anyways, guys, high-end knives. Would you carry them? Would you not?
Oh, what do you carry?
What do you carry? Show us in the comments. Tell us in the comments. Like, what do you consider? I know there's a couple of you out there that watch and do a lot of social media that you got some good stuff. So we'd love to see like what you consider like your top tier carry that you would carry all the time, or maybe you do carry all the time.
And
Do
what's
you have
the
a
art?
limit?
I want to see that. I want to see that like $3,000 beater out there that somebody's got. Right.
That'd make me happy.
Right.
That'd make me happy.
Yeah.
I'd maybe send me into a small coma.
Jonathan might have an aneurysm. Something might pop in his head, but he'll be all right. We'll revive
I
him.
know a
I've got an
doctor.
AED back there.
Yeah, perfect.
We can get you going again. But yeah, guys, don't forget Giant Mouse Knives. If you go to the website, use the discount code The Crew. I'll put everything in the description. It's all capital letters, The Crew. You save 15%, and you put a little money back into our bank account for us so we can keep doing these awesome shows and awesome reviews. Always appreciative that you guys are here and listening. Get ready to check out the social medias to figure out how to win this Civivi knife. And also, I did forget to throw in with that, we got this guy too. So the last knife swap meet at Springfield EDC, Paul Torres actually won this. And anybody who knows Paul knows that Paul doesn't sharpen his knives.
Oh,
So he came up to us. He was like, "Are you doing a giveaway soon?" He was like, "Throw this in." So we should do 2 giveaways.
We should.
Yeah.
So we'll give away the knife, and we'll give away this whetstone knife sharpener from Worksharp. I think this one's like a $50 value,
think so.
something like that. So you
Thanks,
can
Paul.
check it out right there. It takes up the whole screen, but super cool setup, super easy to use from what they say. We've got the actual like Pro Series 1, so it's, you know, it's a little more to it than just this, but this is supposed to be an easy version. So
And the best part, free.
it's free, doesn't cost you a dime. Just for being here and listening, you know it's going to happen. So yeah, guys, super excited. Some giveaways coming up, so be on the lookout for that. We got Atlanta Blade Show coming up right around the corner. Get ready to find the Meet Your Maker podcast. Until then, guys, stay sharp and carry those expensive knives.
I don't know how to follow up with that one. Still stay useful and use your expensive knives.
There you go. Yeah, useful.
if you're cheap and broke, just be happy.
I like it.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. All of us at Two Knives Crew.